Okay, day one. You got this, guys. Okay, so day one of the challenge is to figure out your connectome. So that means how your brain is wired. And the reason it's wired it is the way it is because number one, genetics. Number two is your experience in early lifetime, and then also your educational and your knowledge that you've gotten over the years. So that will change or influence, how your brain connects. So that will also provide you your gifts. So a lot of things that you're good at, but sometimes you're not so clear on exactly where your strengths lie. I highly recommend doing the Clifton Strengths. It's like $30 if you do the your top 5 strengths. It's so great. And then just keep it on your desk, keep it all over the place so you know your strengths. That's one way to make it really easy, understandable. You answer some questions. Clifton Strengths, go on their website. That's one way. But if we put you through a special brain scanner called a functional MRI, we would see how your brain is kind of wired and connected. That gives you your particular gifts and makes you who you are, which is exciting because you're special. So the one thing about brain change your mindset and things is we can't be on someone else's path. Here I am on a path in the woods. We can't be on someone else's path. Like, we have to find our own because we have our own unique strengths. So sometimes we want to get on the path of someone else. It doesn't feel good, doesn't feel right. It's because it's probably not speaking to your particular strengths, Got it? So you have particular strengths. Your brain is wired a certain way. You have things that are easy for you, things that are hard for you. The way the brain is wired is called connectomes. And that's like, if you want to think of like a subway system and where it comes in on a certain stops and things. A lot of trains come to that area. If a lot of nerves come to one area, it's easier for you to do certain things. So those are called nodes. So, we have billions of nerves in our brain, and there's certain things that are easier for us than others. And so that's called our connectome. There's a huge project going on. It's called the Human Connectome Project, and it's figuring out exactly how brains are wired and connected. And they're even doing it in babies. And so they're seeing like how fast the brain develops. So there's still a lot to be learned about the brain. But just know that you have particular gifts. You cannot be on someone else's path. You have to be on your own path. So that is your connectome. That is the way your brain is wired, and it gives you your gifts. And if you want to do a test and you want to, get a list of all your particular gifts, I would do the Clifton Strengths and just do the quick one, which is, it tells you your top 5 strengths. And it gives you a list and then kind of how to deal with them and what they might lead to, their positive and negatives, or they call them like balconies and basements, where that might get you into trouble, where it might really serve you, depending on your strengths. Okay. So just know you have many strengths, even if you don't feel it, because you might be trying to compare yourself to another person's strengths, and we're not the same, right? Okay. You got this. Let me double check. All right. So yeah, I think that's it. So this is day 1. So we're talking about connectomes. We're talking about your unique gifts. And then day 2 will come to your email tomorrow. So think about maybe today, just think about maybe 3 times a day, you're going to think, I'm grateful for this that I can do. I'm grateful for blank that I can do. I'm grateful for blank that I'm good at. And then when you see yourself in the mirror, you have a lot of gifts. Just remind yourself you have a lot of gifts. You're not someone else. You're uniquely yourself, right? So be careful of comparison. It's not fair. We're not someone else. So we have to just know our own gifts. And if we're not sure of them, the way we find out, Clifton Strengths. Yeah? Okay, you got this. All right, I'll see you in day 2.